And welcome to the channel. If you're watching this the day that it came out, sorry, I know it's really late and it's a short video. I have been playing a legacy game for the entire week. Nothing else is getting done at my house. Basically, I'm playing The Sims and working out. That's all I'm doing. I just ate pickles and ham so that I just ran in the kitchen, found whatever I could, shoved it in my mouth and ran back to continue to play. And then I was like, oh crap, it's Friday. I didn't even know what day it was. I'm seriously going down one of the main tunnel vision. I'm having a moment with my Sims. We all know, we've all been there. What I'm doing right now is I'm redoing some townies and adding children, which I have MC Command Center in, and I have the risky woohoo set to 15%, I think. And so there's just tons of babies happening anyway. So I didn't really need to do this, but I've handpicked a couple families that I wanted to have, daughters, because my Sim ended up having 2 boys before they had a girl, and I really wanted a daughter for my legacy. But yeah, it took a while. But now their daughter's super spoiled because she's the princess, and she has 2 older brothers that are like, oh, I love her. So I've just been having a ton of fun doing that. But I've also been getting rid of all of the every townie, they're making a criminal and a klepto, and that's just not gonna work for this legacy, because I want this to be the most rich and fabulous Sims there can be, and it's going to be this huge line. It's basically going to be keeping up with the Joneses is what I'm going to try and do, or keeping up with the Legacy's Barbie Sims basically. But yeah, so I did forget until her daughter was a teenager to change her aspirations, so I did do that later on. You guys don't get to see that, but I showed you changing all of this because she just was just so bad. And I recorded these 2 pieces 2 different days. I was like, I'll throw that one in there too because it's gonna be short because it's a cast one. Anyways, but yeah, so I can throw in some clips probably of my Sims that I'm playing with. Actually, hold on, let me do that. Okay, I'm back. It was 10 seconds of me being away, but I added in some screenshots. So I showed you the house that they started out in. I kind of imagine that as a rental, and then parents, their first baby, a couple of cute screenshots that I've taken along the way. I think I was thinking about showing you guys this as maybe once we get into the next generation, as maybe the son, that's their oldest. There's her and her best friend from work, they're both doctors, and they were both pregnant at the same time, but I don't know how she got pregnant because I guess there's some woohooing going on in the background because she's not married. But anyways, but yeah, I've been through Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and prank day with them so far. And it's just been a lot of fun. But there's the oldest son now, he's a teenager. The middle child is about to age up to a teenager. And then, of course, the daughter is now a child. Mom and dad are both adults. And then we're in a Peacemaker house now, which that's really dark, so you can't see it that well. But, anyways, back to the actual video. If you guys would like to see this legacy, do a let's play with it. I'm nervous because I've just been grinding away for this past week, playing this family in just such a narrow focus sort of way that I wouldn't be able to commentate over it in an interesting manner. I know Deligracy does such a great job of oh, this is what's going on here, and telling the storyline and everything. And I've tried it before and I just kind of lose interest a little bit in it. And with this, I've just been hour after hour after hour. I have an idea that I want to do, and I've just been grinding away getting there, which I only have the idea of it to be a legacy and for this to go on for several generations, and for them to be successful and wealthier as they go. And at this point, I know who I want the son to get with, the oldest son, but who knows what'll happen from here. I'm on to the land grabs. The first family that I showed you with Haley as the oldest child, that's who I want the oldest son to get with. But I wanted to show you the land grabs, changing them, because their daughter turned out really gorgeous whenever I edited her. And then I just always tend to go in and edit the land grabs. I think that Nancy land grab is really pretty. and there's just like a few things that I want to tweak, and like her outfits don't make sense to me for her being like kind of snobby. They're a little, I don't want to say pedestrian, but like, I don't know, they're just not as fancy as Nancy Ladgrab seems to be. So I changed her up a little bit. I fixed the makeup because the makeup that the Sims team gave her was awful. I used one of the dresses that I feel like would be like a super expensive, I guess like designer, like, I can't think of any high-end designers right now. I'm so sorry, but I gave her, you know, just a little bit of an upgrade on stuff. And like on the gold skirt, I was sitting here going, you know what, if we're gonna do a gold mini skirt, we're gonna do a gold mini skirt. Nancy Landgrab, jeez Louise. But yeah, some of the stuff I thought was fine, but like just changing it to a polo tank makes this look a little bit more preppy, and like, I'm gonna go play golf to me is how I imagine that. Plus taking the horrible makeup off, look how pretty she is. Come on now. I do keep her hair as is. I like this hairstyle. It's one of the very few Max's hairstyles that I like. And then I just, you know, I give her some Ugg boots because of course Nancy Landgrab would have them. I think, other than the fact my game is doing this weird color issue, I think he's fine. I think he's adorable. I took some of the random CC that falls on there off and changed around, made this a little bit more of a golf look. And then I fixed their children because I didn't realize it until I was playing in the park with my kid that he was wearing a CC hair that's just messed up, and I cannot figure out what it is. I'm gonna have to actually go through and, you know, make a messed up CC sim and check all that because that's so much fun. But I think he's adorable now. If he hasn't aged up too quickly, I might have him date the daughter, although I do have MC Command Center in, so I could make that, you know, like the naughty storyline, like she's dating an adult when she's a teenager. Oh no! Ah. Ridiculous. But I know she for sure is aged up, and the son was talking to her for a little while until I saw Haley, and then I was like, oh my god, Haley turned out so pretty. He has to marry her because I'm ridiculous. And that's just what I want to do. But we are coming to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope it wasn't too much of a letdown. And let me know if you'd like to see this legacy. Bye. Have a great day. Happy weekend.